This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 2nd of November. I'm Michael Groff. Much cooler air out there this morning, and that's not the only change we have to talk about. Some rain chances coming in here by later tonight, into tomorrow, even into early Friday. Some higher elevation snow as well. We'll talk about all of that as we look out there this morning. These shots taken just a little while ago. Some clouds here in the valley as the sun rises over us. And yeah, look at that. 60 degrees at Sky Harbor right now. Dew point at 38, relative humidity 44%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around south central Arizona and across the valley this morning. 57 in Avondale, 50 down in Maricopa. Many of us in the mid-50s to low 60s. And we'll have a similar day to what we saw yesterday temperature-wise. A few clouds across the state this morning. And this was the radar from about an hour and a half ago. I'll show you this because that is snow that they had going on up there in the Flagstaff area near the National Weather Service office in Belmont. So that's a sign of things to come. On the watch warning map, some dense fog advisories in portions of southern and central California this morning, as well as in the Greenville, Spartanburg area towards Charlotte, North Carolina. Some severe weather possibilities today, a marginal risk near Lubbock, Texas, as well as Wichita over toward Kansas City today. As far as our weather goes, we'll talk about it in more detail as we take a look at the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. A low pressure area cutting off from the main flow and will be dropping down through the state today, ending up across northwest Mexico or southwest Arizona by this afternoon. Moisture will start to wrap around that low. So widely scattered showers and thunderstorms will be developing over eastern Arizona this afternoon. Our rain chances today should stay at about 0, but if you go toward the White Mountains, certainly you could run into an isolated shower or storm. The other story is temperatures will be, again, pleasantly cool today. We'll be in the upper 70s to low 80s here in the valley. That's pretty nice. Clouds on the increase tonight, though. Slight chances of showers coming in overnight. And then tomorrow, better chances of rain coming in here, especially toward the afternoon hours. Think there could even be a few rumbles of thunder. Precipitable water values on the increase tomorrow, so we'll have some moisture. PWATs coming up to about an inch here in central Arizona. There's a little bit of CAPE in the atmosphere tomorrow, but just not a lot, a couple hundred joules per kilogram. So that means we could have a little bit of thunder, but it's not going to be a widespread severe weather event. I doubt we'll even see much in the way of strong thunderstorms. Any storm that forms could produce some brief heavy rain, wind gusts to about 30 miles per hour. There could be some patchy blowing dust tomorrow afternoon, certainly. So we'll have a 30% chance of rain for tomorrow. This is the high-res NAM tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m. And yeah, how about that? Showers and thunderstorms across south central Arizona. That looks pretty good. So again, 30% rain chances. Highs tomorrow once again in the upper 70s to low 80s. Friday, the low starts to lift out. We'll still have slight chances of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, especially over northern Arizona. And again, those high elevation snows, maybe up around 8,000 feet or so. High temps Friday again, low 80s. Saturday, we warm it up just a little bit, low to mid 80s. The European continues the warming trend on Sunday and takes us into the mid to upper 80s, while the GFS continues low to mid 80s around here. And for the rest of the forecast, we're going to lean a bit more toward the European model. It's the better performing model this season thus far. So Monday, we'll say mostly sunny, a few passing clouds and high temperatures mid to upper 80s. Election Day, Tuesday, November the 8th. Again, the sky mostly sunny. The GFS has us in the upper 70s for our high temperatures, and that would be great. But the European has us in the upper 80s to near 90. And unfortunately, we're going to have to lean more toward the European in this scenario. Mid to upper 80s for Election Day. The record high temperature on November 8th, 91 degrees. The normal high, 79. And I have a feeling we'll be a lot closer to that record. I don't think we're going to hit 90, but we will be very close, it looks like. This is a week from today, Wednesday, November the 9th. Low pressure cutting off across northern Mexico. A bit of a Rex block pattern setting up with high pressure over the Intermountain West and the low underneath that. Moisture across northwest Mexico, the Rio Grande Valley, and southern New Mexico, if this were to verify. We would stay dry, though, mostly sunny skies and temperatures, again, in the mid-80s. By Thursday, November the 10th, that low-pressure area expands a bit, and if that were to verify, certainly there could be some moisture starting to sneak back in here, but I'm just not quite sure I'd be ready to go with that. And this is the end of the forecast period, Friday, November the 11th. A cutoff low on the GFS here, somewhere over Southern California, maybe off the coast. Trough off the west coast and high pressure to our north. So we continue with this blocking pattern. And again, we're 10 days out. Blocking patterns, very, very difficult to forecast like this. But for now, the idea is temperatures would still be at or just above normal, low 80s. And the European does show something somewhat similar to this. So we'll see. Rainfall for the next 10 days, not a whole lot. A tenth of an inch maybe from this upcoming storm, and that'll be it. But there could be an isolated spot that sees a little bit more. Nice to see some color there. How about an inch of rain up toward Payson? That would be phenomenal if that came true. But again, it's very hard to pin down specifics when you're talking about this type of weather event. Temperatures through the period. Yes, we're going to remain mostly above normal through the next at least 10 days and maybe beyond that. Hints are, though, that the pattern will start to change as we head toward the middle portion of November. Let's hope. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video by tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching and have a great Wednesday.